as we go into tomorrow, tomorrow is going to be when we get to start with a clean slate. If we want to be putting on any day trades on the end of day time, day trades on the short-term time frame, or swing trades on the end of day daily time frame, the directional bias is going to be really important. Now, we've been talking a lot about using volume weighted average price. And you'll notice here, we are as we have bounced, and this is really an important nuance, because daily time frames can be very helpful to intraday traders. That's definitely something I'm going to touch on in the webinar tonight. And it's definitely going to be something that's going to be an integral part of the course on the 26th. If you see those two levels, this is your VWAP. Call it your VWAP channel if you want. And so price action, this actual candle close, right, getting above these two volume weighted average price levels is very important. And the reason for that is below that level, you'll notice the bearish momentum does tend to dominate. Above that level, you'll notice there's more support, and the support is far more important because this environment is double green, dominated by green grab candles. Again, this is the S&P. And that means that tomorrow, it really, quite frankly, as long as we're in between these two VWAPs, preferably above 42.25, it's going to be far easier to look bullishly on the day trades tomorrow. Well, what about the NASDAQ? And I get a lot of questions about tech. The NASDAQ has been all day long above the two VWAPs. So the only time that the NAS was showing some bearishness was as it was breaking 13,900. But for the most part, it's actually even easier to be long and be bullish the NAS because it's been above the VWAPs. Now, I do need to talk about caution days for a moment. This is super important. Now, the way in which I'm talking about these markets right now, as you can tell, I'm really setting up tomorrow. I'm not really talking about today, because on any day that we have, again, FOMC meeting, as well as the event, the press conference and so forth, this is a caution day. The markets are going to be more volatile. What typically is a high probability setup with Darvis or V-score or VWAPs, clearing range, is going to work, well, frankly, not as good. So we do a couple things. We either play with smaller size, right? Or we play more conservatively, or, well, not at all. I'm a big fan of a lot of traders saying thanks but no thanks to day trading on a caution day. So the most important thing that I can take away from today's price action is really on the daily and where we are going to be in relation to these VWAPs come tomorrow, Thursday morning. So keep that in mind. Even though we've and let's take a look at the Dow with this same process. Do I want to be a buyer of the Dow? I don't. Not intraday. Not intraday. I don't want to be intraday day trading to the long side of the Dow, and I won't want to be tomorrow either. However, even though I don't want to day trade the Dow to the long side, in fact, it's really more of a shorting environment on the Dow, I can be potentially a dip buyer on the daily. So if you have contrast where the short-term time frame saying one thing, the long-term time frame saying another, that's actually a pretty good warning to just sort of avoid this symbol tomorrow. So if you're wondering what would sort of be another kind of caution, if you will, that mixed messaging where we've got the market below the VWAPs, that gives me, again, I could be a little bit more bearish intraday, but then longer term, things are very nicely double green. I don't want to short this on the daily. So you can see the conflict and the contrast. That's a really easy way to just sort of take this off your watch list and then, dive deeper into the S&P and dive deeper into the NASDAQ, down to the sector level, down to the stock level, so you have more choice within an overall tide that's behaving a little bit more predictably. But nothing tends to really be super predictable on a caution day, and these are really good days to just be more prudent, be flat, pop some popcorn, watch the 2 p.m. shenanigans, that kind of thing. But tomorrow we can get right back to work. Hey traders, Raghee from Simpler Trading. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like and a comment below. And remember, subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll get notified of the next update. And when you're ready to join me for live trading, be sure to head on over to simplertrading.com. I'll see you in the next update.